Hey everyone, I'm here at Rivers and I'm going to talk about the new video cameras that we're going to have in every class that's not already equipped with the Zoom cameras that we saw last year. And so before getting into this specific device, which is called the Owl, and it actually looks like an owl a little bit, I want to talk about how we came to choose this particular device. So first of all, whenever we choose a device, we're always thinking about what's going to allow you to teach in the best possible way, and also consistent with how you've taught in the past, and ways that we can continue to expand how we teach. And so what we think with this device is that because it has 360 capabilities, it sees the whole class throughout the entire filming of the class, that we are able to maintain that student-centered approach while also allowing us to see the board. And then also we've done so much technology integration in the past 3-4 months that we wanted something that was going to be super easy. We don't want like 4 different things you have to plug in, and microphones and cameras and all these different stuff. So basically, we've got this thing that can see the entire class and also just is one plug into your computer and doesn't require any additional software. So now I'm going to talk about how to get this set up so that when you come into the room, you're able to get your class going pretty seamlessly. So let's go walk over. And so this is it. This is our Owl camera, and they'll all be on a tripod. And if the tripods don't arrive, because shipping these days we're not quite sure about always, there'll be a teacher's desk for you and you can place it on the teacher's desk. It's also really great that the tech office has bought really long extension cords, both to get to the power, but also to get to your computer. So in this instance, we have one that's quite short, but we will have one that's actually going to be longer. This black one connects to your computer, which I'll do in a second. And this orange one obviously connects to the wall. So just 2 plugs. Everyone can plug into the wall. And then once you're plugged into the wall, it might make a little sound. You can see the eyes light up. To be honest, they're kind of freaking me out at this point. But I think that's a nice added touch, right? We'll have our relationships with the Owl. Next thing is the USB cord. I don't know if you caught that, but it just made a sound. Chris Dalton, we don't even need you to figure out what kind of bird that was. All right, lame jokes aside, take the USB cord, put it into the USB adapter on your computer. And then what you're going to do, you're then going to open up Zoom on your computer. And so when you open up Zoom on your computer, just like you would for a regular meeting, I'll start a new meeting. And you can see already that the Owl camera has been picked up by Zoom. And you can see my cameraman now in the screen, and you can also see another guest that we have here. Paul is on the right side. And this is the arrangement of the camera when it's turned on. If it doesn't show up for you the first time, just go to the bottom here on the left, and you can hit the up arrow and then choose the Meeting Owl Pro. But in this case, it's picked up. So John, you're good to stop filming, and we'll just show you how this works here on the computer, and then I'll go to show you how it works on the iPad, because we do have a control app on the iPad. So let's go ahead and play out a little bit of class. So first of all, you can see Paul is over here on my right.
Hey everybody.
And he's going to introduce himself.
I'm Paul. We got these things. They're really great, simple to use, easy to troubleshoot, no big problems with them, and they're going to be a lot of fun using them.
That's great, Paul. Thanks for introducing yourself. For those watching, you can see how it's starting to adapt and learn who's talking, and brings up both of us at the bottom of the screen. What you're seeing across the top is the entire class. So let's bring in our cameraman and technology director.
Hi everybody, the man behind the black mask here, John, testing out the Owls with Paul and John today.
Great, so you can see that there's a little bit of a lag, but the idea is that it should get better as the class goes on. It starts to learn. The software uses some AI technologies to learn how to adapt and recognize what's going on in the room. And so as you move around, it should capture the entire room, and also as I'm moving across the class, I'm not getting lost at the top. You can see that it might need to take a few seconds to hone in on me over here on the other side of the room. But again, as I move across the class and I work to right at the whiteboard, it's going to capture all that. The other option you have is, let's say, you're going to really want to just keep it focused on you at the board, and so you actually have an app on your phone, or excuse me, your iPad. And let's go into that app. It's going to be on all of your iPads now because it's been loaded on there. It's called the Meeting Owl app. And this is going to allow us to take control of the camera. And so it's not just going to allow you to, you can have the system just plug and play and do whatever. But if you do want to focus it on one part of the board or for a presentation and just focus on one particular group or one student, you can do that. So on the app, you'll see here that it says Protest June 2020. So that's the name that's been given to this particular owl. And in the future, the name you'll see will be the name of the room that the owl's assigned to. So it'll be easy to figure out which one is yours. You might end up seeing a few of these on there because they are running through Bluetooth, and with the rooms close together, that might be on there. So I'll click Protest June 2020. Again, that's the name of this particular owl. And then I'll hit camera controls here, and then camera lock and zoom. And I will take control. And so you can see that as I move this thing in the middle of the screen, it moves where the camera focuses. And then if I want to zoom in over on Paul there, I can zoom in on Paul, and it might take a little bit. My esports club members would be really good at this. We'll get good at it as well, but that's just an option if you want to focus it in one spot, and you can see that it's not going to be doing the sort of auto-focusing on those people that are talking. If you wanted to switch back to the way it was before, just hit reset to autofocus, and you're good to go and good to carry on your class. So the basic thing is getting it plugged in, figuring out where in the room you want it to be. Typically what we would say is keep it on the front half or the front third of the room. That's going to allow you not only to get the board that's right up in the front, but also to get everyone in the room. Make sure it's plugged into your computer, turn on Zoom, and you should be good to go. And again, with everything, just be patient. You saw earlier in the video that it wasn't always going very quickly as it adjusted to those different people. So again, be flexible, but we're really excited that it's going to capture the whole room while also capturing the whole board and making sure that it's maintaining the sort of student-centered approach and not just focusing on the teacher at all times. So thanks for checking in, and thanks so much for learning all the different tools we've been throwing at you this summer, and look forward to hopefully great classes with this feature in this year and in the future.